The next yoga pose is your dog pooping on the neighbor's lawn.
Oh, hello, I didn't see you there. Just trying to limber up with some dog lovers yoga. Okay, well, it's time to get my transfer case painted. I've just spent the last few hours cleaning it up as good as I can. Before today and before putting it back together, I had tried a couple different types of degreaser, scrubbed it, brought it home, dumped boiling water all over it and scrubbed that, and brought it to my friends and used his 3000 PSI gas-powered pressure washer and just scrub and scrape and everything else. It is so far from being perfect, but I just kind of have to accept that under the circumstances, that's about as good as it's going to get. Okay, well, I've spent about the last hour or so going over this with a screwdriver, just trying to scrape the worst of it off. Also with my die grinder. My air compressor is just a complete piece of junk, so I've used this as much as I could, but now it's gone into a thermal shutdown mode, and God only knows when it'll be open for business again. So this is a long way from perfect. As you can see, there's just really tough little areas all over where you really got to scrub and scrape to get that kind of stuff off. You know, would I like it to be perfect? Of course, but at the end of the day, will paint stick to this? I don't know if it's like an oxide or like an oxidation or something, or just old dirt ground in there. I'm not even sure, but you know, we got to remember this thing wasn't painted for the last 25 years, and it hasn't really been damaged that much. So, you know, any paint on there would be pretty good. So I went and bought a couple cans of primer and a couple cans of this red, it's called wrinkle finish, whatever that means. Because this isn't, you know, going to be super smooth, having some texture to it might you know, help things look a little bit better. So I've got this little stainless steel wire brush, and I'm just going to do my best to get in there, get the worst of it off, and then I'll probably scuff it and go ahead and paint her up. I have really tried to clean it up, but it's trying to do this perfectly is almost impossible with what I have. So anyways, I got it masked up, got it as clean as it's going to get, and now we're going to jump over to the bench and put some primer on it.
I was raised in the ways of the Evergreen. Them cold days, they were made for remembering. Time's gone, but I'm here, that's my everything. No regrets, those mistakes shape my energy. I was raised in the ways of the Evergreen. Them cold days, they were made for remembering. Time's gone, but I'm here, that's my everything. No regrets, those mistakes shape my energy.
Okay, you might be asking why I'm not wearing a mask. I have to say I do not condone this type of behavior. I left it in another vehicle at home, and I'm about a 20-minute drive or so, and it's rush hour, so that's probably about a 45-minute drive. This paint, I will say the fumes are pretty manageable compared to some of the other stuff I've been using, and in between coats I am waiting outside of the garage. It's just a very rare situation. Okay, there's 3 good coats of primer. Gonna let this sit for a little bit, and then on to some color. Okay, well, 3 coats of primer. She's looking well coated. You know, all the spots that were a little bit questionable, it seems, you know, it looks pretty good. You know, I'm pretty realistic about things. I don't expect this to be perfect, but I'm ready to go ahead and put this stuff on now. This is VHT Wrinkle Plus. I'm pretty curious about this actually. They say they want 3 coats within 5 minutes after each other. And they say to do 1 vertically, 1 horizontally, and 1 diagonally. Okay, so here we go. First coat vertical. You know, honestly, there's so many weird shapes. I don't know how well this is gonna, you know, how well I can stick to that. But anyways, here we go. It says to apply it in heavy coats. I'll try and keep it vertical, but there's so many odd angles here that's going to be a little bit unrealistic. This is the first time I've ever painted anything that wasn't either black or silver. Kind of cool looking.
So flash for now and play the game. Jumping moving like you Jordan. But remember, it's just static game for your enjoyment. That's why I'm bass dropping, parachute deploying. I land among the evergreens, cold upon my voyage. I was raised in the ways of the evergreen. Them cold days, they were made for remembering. Time's gone, but I'm here, that's my everything. No regrets, those mistakes shape my energy. I was raised in the ways of the evergreen. Them cold days, they were made for remembering. Time's gone, but I'm here, that's my everything. No regrets, those mistakes shape my energy.
Wow, is that ever bright? Holy smokes. I like it, you know. I think Cummins engines are often red, so that's kind of where I was going. It's actually pretty orange. Not sure how it looks on camera, but anyways, I like it. That's coat number 2. Give it 5 minutes, and then coat number 3 is diagonal. Okay, and now we go on to coat number 3. Just so you know too, when you see me rotating it, these are 2 things that are masked off, so I'm not actually touching the paint. Alright, well there it is. I actually don't even know what to think about this. I might have put it on a bit too heavy. It said to just do 3 heavy coats. You know, we'll see. I don't expect it to be perfect. I'm happy that it's just coated and you know, it's got a look to it. Anyways, that's it for today. Quick video. Just got this done. I'm going to be out of the shop for a couple days, so I will hopefully get lots of fresh air to counteract all the fumes I just breathed here today. So anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you have a good one. See you on the next one.
The final yoga pose is to turn and pretend you didn't see your dog pooping at the park.
Namaste.